Welcome to Business Law TV. I'm your host, Anki Kwan. I'm a California lawyer, and in this episode, we're going to talk about how you can raise money for your company without losing control. When I talk to entrepreneurs and business owners, especially if they're not startup entrepreneurs, one of their main concerns about raising money for their company is that they're afraid they're going to lose control of their company. This is understandable because you'll hear a lot of stories in the news about how founders are eventually fired from their companies. Even Steve Jobs was fired from Apple the first time around. So if it can happen to Steve Jobs, if you're just a regular founder, there's a danger that it's going to happen to you too. But this doesn't have to be the case. There are strategies that you can use to raise money for your company without losing control of your company. And you can actually set your own terms when you utilize those fundraising strategies. One way to raise money without losing control is to have your investors give you a loan. Yes, you can get money from investors in the form of debt rather than equity. And the great thing when you create your own debt instrument is that you control the terms of the investment. You control how much interest you want to give your investors, and you also control the time that you have till you pay your investors back. There are several ways you can structure a loan. You can structure it as a typical loan where you pay your investors back a percentage of interest on their principal, or you can also structure your loan as a revenue sharing instrument. So you can decide up front how many percent of a return on investment you want to give your investors. For a revenue sharing agreement, you can tell your investors that you'll give them back 2 times their original loan. That's 200% of their original loan amount. So you can say that I'll pay you back from my revenues until you get 2 times your original investment back. So that's 200% of the original investment. That sounds like a pretty good deal. At least it's a better deal than putting your money in the bank. If you don't want to have your investors lend you money because you don't want to pay back your investors, you can still sell shares of your company. If you're selling equity in your company, you don't necessarily have to give up control. In a C corporation, there are different ways that you can structure the shares in your company. You can have a class of shares that are non-voting shares. When you have non-voting shares, your investors can't control your business because they don't have the right to make any decisions in your business. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please share. If you liked it, press like. I hope you have a wonderful day.